Hello everyone, today we got the Samsung Galaxy A03 LCD replacement. Also we have a A03s on the description. You can see how to replace a new screen. Remove the SIM card tray. Now we can detach the frame from the housing. You can use your nails or you can use any plastic tools. This device can be opened easily. The back housing is just pushed in the place. You can use any plastic tools because we don't want to damage the plastic. The metal could damage the plastic. So we need it in a good shape for the customer. Also, we don't have any flex cable on the position. This one doesn't have any flex cable. So the back, there is no flex cable on it. Now we are going to remove all the screws to remove the shield. Seems we forgot one screw in there. My bad. There is one screw near the camera. That's why the shield couldn't be removed. Alright. Always don't make any force. Make sure everything is right. You can now unplug the battery and then the screen flex cable. We have both flex cable connected from the sub to the main board and from the screen to the main board. It's one connected with one flex cable. Remove all the screws from the loudspeaker. Now you can detach it. Because it's the first time the device is being opened, everything is stuck on that place. So you may need some force to remove it. You can see we have flex cable connected from the sub and then to the screen to the main board. Unplug that flex cable and now let's continue to remove the screen. Also, let's remove this antenna wire. Remember from where this wire comes. It's in front of the flex cable, not from the behind. Okay, nothing here to be done. We can, before we continue, we can bring the screen, connect it to the main board, plug the battery and make sure the screen is working properly and there is no damage to it. This is the best way for us to work. Sometimes the screen could be damaged, so if we just continue our repair, we may remove the old screen for the customer. The screen is working, but it's broken. So if we remove it, the screen could be not working anymore. So we can just replace that. Imagine this screen is damaged and when we remove the old one also got damaged. So we ended with two screen is damaged. So the customer had nothing to do with the device. So he will leave it with us until we repair it for him. We always repair the phones for the customer in about 1 hour, 2 hours max. So their devices will be ready to be delivered for them. We don't keep the customer devices in our shop for 1 day or 2 days. They can take their devices in the first day they bring on. As you can see, the screen is working and everything seems right. Now I'm going to unplug the screen and continue my job. Let's now flip the device and let's take out the old screen. We are going to heat the screen with about 250 Celsius degree. Sometimes the original screens took a long time to be removed. The company adhesive is very strong. Yeah, this is very strong. I barely can make a gap between the screen and the frame. and this is somehow annoying because to remove the screen I need to make too much force. As we all know, it's broken or damaged or whatever, so we don't care about it. We just need to remove it. Alright, we made a gap. Now we can put some alcohol. The alcohol will help to remove the adhesive faster. Alright, I'm going to be cautious while removing it. The screen, as I told you, is working. I don't want to damage it. I could using for another phone is faulty. I can test it before order a new screen. So I can make this screen is a test for me. Make sure always to clean all over the frame. We have a broken glass in there. Be careful with your hands. I recommend to use some gloves. I'm using to remove glass with my hands. From about 5 years, I never got injured. Anyway, we are going to remove all the glass. A tiny piece of glass could break the new one when we put it in place. So you have to remove with the brush, with the cleanser, with the alcohol. This is very important. This is the first clean. After that, I'm going to put the screen after I make sure all the pieces of the glass is removed, because I'm going to make sure the screen is working for the second time when it's put it in the place. This is very important for me to make sure everything is working without making any noise or any chaos. Make sure also the screen is on position and it's straight to the frame. This is very important to be checked also. I'm going to put the board. It's just fell down when I holding the frame. So put it in place. There is no screw holding that board. That's why it's fell down. So be careful. Alright. Now let's put the 2 flex cable on, and then you can connect the battery. For me, this is the important test for the screen because it's in position, and if there is any loss or any problem, it will appear while I'm testing the screen. You can also check if the subboard is working. You can insert the charger on it to make sure the phone is charging, because all connected with one piece with the flex cable. Again, I'm going to just mention something. The screen can't work while the flex cable on the board and the screen is not touching the frame. This is important. Why the screen is not working? The touch screen is not working. The screen is working, but the touch screen is not working. So I'm going to tell you that there should be connection between the back of the LCD to the frame. If there is no connection, the touch screen will not work. That's why I always make sure the screen is connected to the frame while I'm testing it, because the screen now it's on its place. So this is the past testing for the screen. Now I can confirm the screen is working perfectly and nothing is damaged, and now I can proceed with the job. Unplug the flex cables and get ready to finish the job. I'm always prefer to set everything in the video, because always we have a new viewers on our channel, so this will help them all. Be careful of the subboard flex cable on there. It's not being removed easily. I inserted it easily, but removing it's not easy. I don't know why. but it should be removed. Let's try to remove it without removing the subboard. If not, we are going to remove the subboard. Alright, don't make any force with the flex cable, because if you make any force, you may end it with a damaged screen. Again, you can remove the board. We have the frame where the screen should be put. Make sure to clean the frame also to the second time to make sure everything is fine. The edges are fine and straight. Nothing is stuck on there. No adhesive and no glass. Also make sure to clean it with the alcohol. This will help you to clean all the dirt stuck on there. I'm going to put there whatever is removed from me while I remove the screen. There should be purpose for these four. I don't know what they called. I don't know the word of these. It's two in the top and two in the bottom. Anyway, I put it in place. We have the ear speaker shield. It was stuck with the old screen, so you have to bring it and put it in the frame. This is very important to put it for the customer, otherwise the dust, everything will get to the ear speaker and the ear speaker will be damaged or being very noisy or very low. This is adhesive. I'm going to put some adhesive so to make sure the ear speaker shield will stick in its position. So a tiny bit of the adhesive and that's it. The ear speaker is very tiny and doesn't need too much adhesive. I'm going to mention again, I'm using relief adhesive. It's CP0002. It's a black one and this is a waterproof also. This adhesive is very best, and the best one I used from about 8 years. So I recommend everyone to use this one. Also the other adhesive I used before, it's also good, but this is the best one because it's also black and all the screens nowadays is all black. So when you put that adhesive, you can't even see it. Remove the sticker and push the flex on the position. Make sure to push it down straight. Alright. Now, make sure also again that the screen is fitting on its place before we putting the final adhesive. Alright, everything is perfect and fine. Sometimes the frame could be bent, and if you can't make it straight, you can just also replace it. Let's now put adhesive, a tiny bit of adhesive all over the frame. Don't put too much adhesive because we don't need it. Be careful where to put, not near the speaker, the ear speaker, or near the camera or the sensor. This is very important because that adhesive could leak to that place and block the working area. So a tiny bit all over the frame and avoid putting near the ear speaker, the camera and the sensor. So it's a 3 thing we need to avoid putting the adhesive near to it. Now we are going to put the flex cable on the position and start putting the screen on its place. Nice, the screen is fitting. Alright. Now let's start assembling the device on. We have to put every piece we taken out from this device. If there was a one screw holding that board, the board shouldn't be out because we have nothing to do under it. Alright, connect the screen flex cable, connect the battery. Oh no. we should connect the subboard before connecting the battery. Alright, I didn't notice that. It's better to connect all the flex cable and at last connect the battery, avoiding any short circuit. Alright, now you can put the loudspeaker. Oh, we forgot something. Remove the loudspeaker, put the antenna wire on position, and then we can put the loudspeaker and put the screws down. That's why you should your table being organized, because you can see all the parts of the device being removed or was removed. I just noticed I have a wire on the table, and this wire was for this phone. You see my table is clean. It's not the table. The white thing is not the table. It's the carton it's used in the schools. So I always remove this one with a new one. When it's got dirty, I replace it. Connect the antenna wire to the main board. Make sure the antenna wire is connected from the sub to the mainboard and the wire is in its place. There is a line where to put that wire, because if it's out from its place, we could damage it when we close the housing. So this is important. Now we can put the shield and screw all the screws down. There is nothing to be added more. Everything is on place. Make sure to put all the pieces you taken apart. Now also we can put the loudspeaker on. You can now just power on the device to make sure everything is working before you continue and proceed. Also make sure the screen is put in place. Let's continue putting all the screws down. After that, we are going to close the housing. Anyway, I think our job has been done for now. If you have any questions, you can just leave it in the comment below. I will answer it as soon as I can. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Your support is matter to the channel. Well, have a nice day, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.